Hey beautiful souls, welcome to Lex TV where flavor meets soul. My name is Annie B and in today's video we have made a Caribbean style shakshuka. Yes, we are blending the bold flavors from the Middle East with the warmth and spice of the Caribbean, okay, with some fried dumpling and fried green plantain. Now this is traditionally really served with bread or roti, but I wanted to, Caribbeanize it, use some Jamaican flair and add some butter beans to the shakshuka. And also the spices that I added, the allspice, the scallions, the hot pepper. Oh, this was absolutely delicious. Okay, ain't nothing to it but to get into it. So here I am prepping my vegetables. I'm cutting up some onions. Then here I have some scallion that I'm cutting up. My bell pepper. I'm using orange and yellow and red bell peppers. Boom. Setting that to the side, and then we're going to prep our tomatoes. I was initially going to use 3, and then I decided to use only 2 tomatoes. It was more than enough. Sometimes I think I'm feeding an army. We're a family of 4, so I do like to make hearty meals, but sometimes I overdo it. And then now here I am prepping my Scotch bonnets. Remember, heat is always optional, but not for this household. Okay. And then here I am prepping some cilantro. Shout out to Miss Terry. She put me onto cilantro. She said, Annie, you never tried cilantro? And I was like, no. And from then I was in love, okay? And then here I am. I'm adding some oil to the pot. I'm cooking this in a skillet. So I'm adding my veg. I'm adding my onions and my peppers and my scallion. We're going to saute that for 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my butter beans. This is an add-on, okay? This is a Caribbean, Jamaican add-on that I needed to, I needed to liven up the shakshuka for my palate. Always cook to your palate, okay? And then now I'm going in with my tomato, cilantro, Scotch bonnet pepper. We're going to, again, saute that for about 3 minutes or so. Then I'm going to add in some crushed tomato. I added a little more oregano here. Some minced garlic. I'm adding in some thyme. Some ground allspice. Some black pepper. Ooh, this was good. This was better than I expected, honestly. Some paprika. And I read that this originated in North Africa but became very popular in the Middle East, like in Israel. I don't blame them. Added some turmeric, some cumin. And it's usually served for breakfast or brunch, but also can be served for dinner because it is nice and hearty. And here I'm adding some salt. Then I'm giving that a good mix. This was very flavorful. All right, then we're going to cover that up and put that on low and let it simmer for some time. And then here I'm just whipping up some flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. I'm giving that a good whisk for my fried dumpling, my Jamaican fried dumpling. I'm adding in some cold butter. Then you want to go ahead and crumble the cold butter and the flour to make like a breadcrumb consistency like this. And then I'm adding in some coconut milk to my flour mixture. And we're going to turn that into a dough. Please add a little flour as you need to so that it can make the dough easier to work with, like I am doing here. Okay? I love making fried dumpling. I got much better at it. Back in the day, I sucked at making fried dumpling or dumpling period. But now I think I've gotten a lot better with practice. Boom, boom, boom. Remember to add flour as you need to. Set your oil to medium heat and let it get hot. I was using the wrong burner for this, so it got a little more brown than I would have liked, like this. But that still looks great. But the underside looked much better because you just want the nice, golden brown all around. I don't know who told me to use that burner. I told you guys before that one of my burners gets overly heated. All right. But look how good these look. Look how nice they've risen. They look amazing. Amazing. I'm just showing you how the bottom is nice and brown. All right, boom. We're going to remove those and add in the next batch. As you can see, I changed burners. And then while that's over there doing its thing, we're going to go ahead and prep the green plantain. You could use sweet plantain if you'd like, but I wanted to use green plantain because I felt like it was more suitable for holding the shakshuka with the, all the veggies in there. It was a good vehicle to hold it. All right, so you just want to remove the skin. And And then I'm going to cut these diagonally. Boom, bada, boom. And then we're going to fry them. I like to do a double fry on my plantain, okay? I know Mexicans, when they make tostones, that's how they do it. They double fry it. You fry it the first time for a few minutes till it starts to get brown. Then you smash it, and then you fry it again, and it gets nice and crispy. All right? So now that my shakshuka my Caribbean-style shakshuka has been simmering in all this goodness, like I said, the bold flavor from the Middle East and the warmth and the spice from the Caribbean, yes, let's go. The butter beans was such a nice touch. So now I'm just using the back of the spoon to create a small well. And then that's where I'm going to go ahead and crack my eggs into this well. Now, I believe that in the Middle East, they leave their yolk, the yellow yolk, runny. No one likes runny yolk in my household except me. So I actually cook the yolks. I cook the egg fully and thoroughly for this recipe. And trust me, it was delicious. I didn't miss the runny yolk, being that the meal is already saucy. The meal's already saucy, so I didn't miss it. Everybody was happy that I didn't make it a runny yolk. So it was a win for this household. Okay? And then here I am double frying my plantains. As you can see, they get nice and crispy and brown. Yum, yum, yum. And then once I remove them, I just sprinkle with a little salt and black pepper. And then look at that. The shakshuka, Caribbean-style shakshuka, is done. And they're garnishing with some cilantro and some crushed red pepper flakes. When I say the flavor on this, I think this is a nice, fun, flavorful meal for breakfast, because you can just share it with your family, sit at the table together. You all just take some of the shakshuka. You have your fried dumpling, your plantain, or your crispy bread or your roti, whatever vehicle you want to use to sop up all this deliciousness. It's a nice, fun breakfast or brunch or dinner that you can share with your family. A nice interactive meal. So good. It came out much better than I expected. The first time I tried shakshuka was when I worked at a cafe as a chef. And it just tasted like tomato sauce to me. But I still enjoyed it because I love tomato. So I still enjoyed it. And then we had it with a fried egg. But these flavors, listen to me. Listen, you will not be sorry. I know it just seems like real simple, but the flavors were absolutely amazing. Let me know down in the comments if you would try this recipe. Let me know if you went to a restaurant, if you would order this. Have you had shakshuka before? Let me know down in the comments below. Here I am. I had to give it a taste. So I have my fried green plantain here, and I'm adding some of that shakshuka on top. Yum. It was so good. My son just ate up most of the plantain, honestly. My mother and Lexi absolutely loved it. It was just so good. It was so good. My mom was like, oh, and we could do this and we could do that. So next time I make it, I think I'm going to throw some aki in there. And some sawfish. Yum. Anyways, you guys, thank you all for tuning in. God bless every single one of you, and peace.